hate being late. Table Muad'Dib right here, putting my work in, finishing my day up. Sorry I'm late, y'all. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my cousin in. I gotta shoot him the message so he can get right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I shot at the cousin Jr. too. He said he's in West Virginia at his son's basketball tournament though. Yeah, yeah. Nah, he's but he hit me on Facebook because I invited him to the live too. Uh, where are you on Facebook as? Cuz hold on. Bye. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bam. I just sent you the link to hop in the stream joint. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Good shit. All right. All right. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, TikTok already. Doing my live thing, making sure we good. Instagram. Gotta go live, man. Gotta be right. Let's see. Okay. Just reaching out to everybody, letting them know what's going on right here. Just setting it up so we in the right situation. Go ahead and go live with it. Podcaster tells all. Let's get it right. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that right now. Turn that off. I'm gonna give y'all one more shot to get off here and get y'all subscriptions. Get my live set up. It's crazy. All right, you already know. Okay. Get my life going right. Let me see where we at. Okay. Good enough. Switch everything over. Bam. Bam. Podcaster tells all. Wait till my cousin get in here. Gonna get it done. Going live. Everybody on the same live track. All right. So well, I got the whole world watching me. Type more D right here, man. So what I'm trying to set up is a vibe. Young people, you want to work hard. You want to learn something real. This is what hard work looks like. I didn't boss myself up to go through a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna get deep tonight, just so you understand where I'm coming from. Shout out to everybody on YouTube at Win with Taibu, TikTok Win with Taibu, Taibu Muad'Dib on Instagram and Facebook. But I'm gonna change those over. I did a whole different Facebook page Win with Taibu. I'm gonna see if I can't change the name on Facebook to a Taibu. If I can't, I just have to go over and follow me over there, Facebook friends. My Win with Taibu page, that's going to be all I'm going to be doing pretty soon. Like, I'm going to give y'all only so long to catch up to me, because I don't want to split myself. Right now, I want to be Win with Taibu everywhere because I want you to get this. All right. I'm not Eric Thomas. I'm not Les Brown. I'm not David Goggins. I'm not Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I'm not those guys. As a winning strategy coach, yes, what I say will be motivational, but I'm not trying to get you hyped up. I'm trying to get you a plan. I want you to have a winning strategy for your life. That's what was missing from my life. So when you guys tap in and you subscribe tomorrow, all my subscribers, y'all get your subscriptions tonight. Just $6. Get your subscription tonight because you want to see the behind the scenes. That's what your subscription on TikTok will get you. Your subscription to my YouTube channel will help me fund more podcasting and more positivity in relationships and finance and in fitness for all of you. I'm Coach Taibu, man, certified goal achievement coach. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Jones in New York and the playbook for coaching and speaking for making me, partly making me who I am today. Right, going through the PCS system helped me to become a more well versed individual in how to get you from point A to Z. All right, so when you attend tomorrow, and I don't even know what Sequina's business is called, but the young lady, she did my shirts. They look great. Love everything. Just so you'll get a chance to come out and purchase a T-shirt and get an autograph. I'm going somewhere. Y'all just don't know that. People that I work with on a daily basis over here at Clay Cooley, the company picked this farm. Shout out to Mr. Cooley and his whole family. I met the man. When you shake a billionaire's hand, something changes, right? If I would have shook his hand, like meeting him at an event or something like that, and I was still in the factory, it would have changed me. But now, unbeknownst to him, I was almost already getting I'm clocking my first 6 and 7 figures myself. So shout out to the Cooley family, man, for just embracing all people, right? You can come into any Clay Cooley location and you'll see a myriad of faces and styles and cultures. So they just embrace winners around here. If you want a job and you want to be in sales, come to Clay Cooley. I have to say, over the better part of 2 years, how I've been treated, I feel is fair as far as what you need to learn, how you're being trained, but the money they put into you being successful here is real. If you want a nicer, newer vehicle for the summer and you don't have to live in DFW, but if you live here for sure in the immediate area, come on through. Come in to Clay Cooley Chevrolet at 1251 East Airport Freeway, and I'll get you into that newer car. All right? This is real. Don't overthink it. Just come on in. Let's go through the process. All right? So, but as a coach and a speaker, what I want you to know is I'm going to get deep tonight. I hope y'all stay in. I hope y'all give me more than just a minute tonight. So this right here, love, life, and everything in between, this right here, I couldn't have any of this without investing in myself. Many of you don't invest in yourself in small ways. What's going on, Jacqueline? And shout out to the Affordable Tax Solutions and everything she has going on over there in Arlington, man. Tomorrow, you all know it's the big event. I'm going live to promote it. I'm going to announce the winner of 2 free tickets. So y'all comment, tap in, comment. I'm going to the topic for tomorrow's show in a minute, but I want y'all to comment, tap in. I'm going to announce the winner of the pair of free tickets that I have to the event tomorrow, 4 p.m. at Margarita Express. Y'all see it behind me. But like I said, podcaster tells all. I'm just letting y'all understand how I got to this point and why I deserve to be your coach and be your leader. All right. I appreciate you. Hey, what's going on there? It's good to see you. I don't know if they'll let me comment back. Okay, I can like it at least. There we go. What's going on? And I can send you the link. You can join the live if you got some time. I'm gonna send you the link over here on Facebook so you can hop in here if you want to. So tonight we're gonna talk about trust and why is that such a big deal. Uh, Trust is a huge deal in our relationships. We want to make sure that you click that link over there, Jack. You can get in here and join us live over here on StreamYard as I go into it. I'm really excited about tomorrow's podcast, love, lies, and everything in between, because if we're going to keep it real, there's a lot of lies. It's a lot of lies. That's why capping off this first big podcast event, I'm going to go into trust. Um, I found that people want respect, and I found that trust is one of the closest. People talk about loyalty all the time, but trust and respect, I think they're really attached at the root of any kind of love that you can have with somebody. When you respect somebody, and there's trust there, that's when you can really have something strong, something deep. All right. And so I just want to make sure that everyone kind of knows what we're going into tonight. But so when it says podcaster tells all, what I'm saying is that I'm telling it all. I'm giving you everything that I got. If you want to know, I'm an open book. How terrible my childhood was, how really critical my teenage years was. In my 20s, I was out of my mind, and that's when I started going to prison. Like, just a lot, right? And without even unpacking all of that, the passing of my brother in 2017 and now my mother this year, people I was really, really close to, people I struggled with, you know what I'm saying? And are no longer here, and how I'm dealing with that. How, I put my coworkers through a lot, you know. I'm putting a lot of people around me, people that are close to me and support me. I'm stressing these relationships because of what I'm going through, the passing of my mom. But a winning strategy is what I'm working on. And so what I found is that everything I tell you, I have to work on a daily basis to continue to get where I'm supposed to go, so I can pull all of you with me. And this is what this is. I'm not one of them people that's just like, hey, try this soap. It's really, really good. And you can, I'm not doing that for other companies. Mm-mm. I want you all to become your own company. Real. That's real. So we got these T-shirts. I'm just putting them together. Um, when you tap in, let me know. Jump in here and let me know how you feel about trust. Do you have trust in? Are you in a relationship right now? Do you have trust in it? How do you feel about it? We can talk about it without question. So I'm sitting here at work, building my business at work, because my job is my own business. As an automotive salesperson, um, I basically work for myself. Many of y'all don't know what it's like, but I can't work for commission. Well, that's why I shout out to the Cooley family, because until you can actually make it, they're going to pay you. They're not going to let you not feed your family. So you do get something when you're starting out and you're being trained and you're learning the game. You know, but this is my own business. So how I promote myself, and all the cars that I've sold to people. Y'all saw my TikTok page, Ultimate Salesman. The reason I'm shutting my pages down is because I just want to be. I'm rebranding, and look, let's be real. When you join my coaching program online, uh, I'm gonna help you rebrand your life. So it's appropriate that I do it first, right? So I'm rebranding. Everything is Win with Taibu. If you go to YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, it should be Win with Taibu. LinkedIn, Win with Taibu. That's all it is right now. I'm finishing out 2025 winning, and I want you to do the same thing. So you have to join my coaching program. You have to inbox me, DM me, find some way to connect with me. In the description is the hospitality hotline. It's 682-514-5955. You have to call or text that number and tap in. You want to be a part of the movement. Isn't this awesome? You know, uh, I think my season ending show, I'm going to do something for my mom, and I'm going to have a T-shirt where everybody autograph it and put it up in my house just for her. Just keep it, because I mean, you know, I'm making it because of my mom. May she rest in power. Uh, and I know that pushing it to the envelope. I know a lot of me and her is why I am where I am right now. My mom was so skeptical. My mom was like Sherlock Holmes. I wrote a book called "To Make My Father Proud," and it's funny because it was a situation I described my mom in, and they read it. See, I wasn't when I first started writing books. I was so happy about writing books that I didn't buy it. I'm supposed to have a library of all my books. I put them online, and I'm supposed to buy them and put one up. I didn't do that because I wasn't conscious. Now, if you guys see my post, I posted all my books, and something that gives me comfort is when I received what my siblings left for me after going through my mom's belongings and parting them off. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be there. I wasn't allowed to be there. It's a whole different story. But my mom had all had she had two of my first books that I autographed for her, and my dad had the other two. So between both my parents, they had all three of my social justice books. They had ordered them or kept them this whole time. So that was a source of comfort for me that my mom, she had that blessing of knowing that her baby made it. You know, she knew that she knew before she left this earth that one of her children had really found their purpose and was walking in it. So I do that does help out a lot. But you young people, y'all don't want to work hard. Come on now. Shout out to all you parents out there preparing your young people for the next step. You know, it's tough. It's tough. In this tell all, I want y'all to know that I go through what y'all go through. Don't think I don't. You know, I go through what y'all go through. You know, I have to work with people, work things through with people in a relationship, work things through with my partner. Uh, Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Uh, you know, I go through what y'all go through. You know, the tell all today and trust, which is and I want y'all to get in my comment section. Let me know. How do you feel about the trust that you share with your partner? Is it genuine? Is it authentic? Is there any at all? I want y'all to talk to me and let me know what you think. I'm gonna lift every shirt up, man, so y'all can see. Come get y'all shirts, man. I got these shirts for y'all. They're special. This is the very first. This is the real first episode where we really own that spot. The Margarita Express, P Skills. Okay, heavy hitters. P Skills, Slow Boogie's coming back. DJ, Lil G of the Twisted Black Camp, and I hear Twisted Black's gonna come and bless us at some point to the podcast. But yeah, man, we got the real heavy hitters. Mr. Magnificent, he's working with his footwork. He's gonna break it down for us. And then I got some singles I'm gonna interview. Uh, there's some couples supposed to come through. We have some couples coming through to tell y'all what it looks like to get it right. Don't you want to hear what's like? I mean, not online, but be there live with folks that you can hang out with afterwards and get some questions answered, or just catch the vibe, or just really see them. I told my daughter and my oldest boy, I said, look, the problem with you young people is y'all following the wrong people. Your parents might be exuding greatness, and if you feel like they did a good job with you, that was greatness. So you want to stick close to them as possibly as you can. You want to listen to you want to get as much you can from them and listen to them and go hard. I'm telling you right now. So I told my young people, I said, look, the problem that y'all having right now is your proximity to greatness is too great. It's one thing that I know. Like I said, I just told you, I shook Mr. Clay Cooley's hand, but I wouldn't have shook his hand if I hadn't excelled at selling cars. I started in February of last year. I didn't meet the man until January of the next year. So after 11 months of working for his company, you know what I'm saying, and doing what I could to take care of my people and my family and my business, then I met the man. And y'all don't know, like, because I carry a presence too. And he knew it. This is a billionaire. He knew it. So when he was shaking people's hands and patting on the back and pushing them along, when he got to me, he said, What dealership are you at again? So he took a special interest to me. That made all the difference. Everybody that he had patted, moved around, was still trying to take pictures of him, whatever, whatnot. People waiting. They all wanted interaction that he had with me, a genuine connection from one boss to another, from one a leader to another, from someone that's walking in their purpose to another. We know when they say recognize real, that's what they mean. So Mr. Cooley stopped and he asked me what dealership I'm at. He has 21 locations. When he stopped and asked little old me what dealership I was at, I know I had made an instant impression in that man. You young people running around here dressed like y'all bums, but y'all have homes. I'm telling you right now, I could have went there just how I wanted to dress. They told us to dress a certain kind of way, but you could tell some folks didn't. You could tell some folks didn't care. Um, but I went there, and I can't say I wore a three-piece tux or something, but I went in there, with some finery on. But I'm telling you, it's how you carry yourself that gets you noticed. It's how you carry yourself that gets you noticed. And he asked me, he said, "What dealership are you at again?" The way he said it, maybe he's gonna come by and holler at me. Like, for real. Like, just stop by there and check out what's going on over there. They're hiring good folks like you, Mr. Taibu Muaddi. Yeah. You gotta work hard, man. I'm gonna tell it all. Laziness. Let me help some of you parents out. This is what laziness really is. If a person exhibits laziness, it's the absence of drive. What is drive? All right. So drive is when your back's against the wall. That's what drive is. That's when you exhibit drive. If your child or your spouse or your coworkers, they're lazy, they lack drive. Now, why do they lack drive? All of them. Why do they lack drive? Yeah, bitch, y'all like, why? Tell me why. They lack drive because they don't really want anything else. You don't want people, if you have drive, you don't want people around you like that. Because their laziness is going to win out. And the reason I say their laziness will win out because you will never be able to be comfortable around that. You'll never have any peace. If you work in an environment where folks lack drive or they're lazy, you have to get a new job or start your own company. If you in a relationship where that person is lazy, they don't want to do nothing, really for real, I'm telling you, you have to get a new relationship. If your kids are exhibiting laziness, you need to join the coaching program. Let's get a winning strategy, for that. Let's create one together, you and I. Taibu Muaddi telling all tonight. They say, Taibu, man, why you have a ball? Why'd you go bald? Well, so I used to have braids, but my hair is really kinky. So back in the day, I had a friend, apply some of that comp to my hair, and it was a little spot right there, left it in too long, so the hair rarely grows there. Now I've had braids. When you pull the braids back, whatever, whatnot, you can really not really tell that it's thinning right there. But if I rock a ball fade, you can see that spot. And people were making fun of me. I didn't know because they walked by me. I'm sitting down at lunch. I didn't really know it was my head. And then I was, I cut my own hair. I saved myself some dollars. So I had the mirror right there, and I saw the spot, and I was like, it was like a wake up call. So I couldn't go bald without getting both my ears pierced, And I hadn't had my ears pierced. So at 40 something, I was 40, I wasn't 41 yet. At 40, just past 40, yeah, I just got my daughter, and she went with me to the Pearson Pagoda in the mall, So I went bald, went to the Pearson Pagoda. They hit my ears good. Thanks. They hit my ears, both my ears, and I don't like needles. I never have, so I had to look away. I took that first one, and I took that first one. That second one, I was just kind of anticipating too much, so it didn't feel right, but it was the same. But yeah, so I went bald and got my ears pierced at the same time, man. And maintaining a bald head it takes work. If you have hair, if you don't, you have bald head, it take work. It takes work. Yeah, because y'all have seen people with them bumps and stuff like that or whatever, and then you see people that have a little bit of hair like a shadow. It has to be bald, so it takes some work. So I'm telling you, young people, there's nothing about Taibu Muaddi is like he's lazy or he's none of that. I have drive. I have drive. I have I have if I count them seriously, I have $2 billion tech inventions that I'm working on. The first one really this year, starting to work on my credit, my business credit, business lines of credit, and I'm working on uh, my business planning and how to really get that thing. Shout out to Ibrahim and Haroon Concepts in Madison, Wisconsin, for all he's done over the years. He was on my original board for the Guard Me gear. I'll talk about that in a little bit, how that came about. But shout out to Ibrahim. He's a web developer, and he's going to do my first website. Um, and I raise this money and get these grants for the Guard Me gear. He's going to do my website. But shout out to Ibrahim, man. He's Ibrahim. We lost one of our original members to a like a heart attack or whatever, a bad stroke. Shout out to Wayne Strong and his family. May he rest in power. Wayne Strong is one of our original members. And then so it was a couple of deaths that kind of derailed our what we were doing. But just being real with y'all, like, you know, I definitely put a lot of work into my tech invention. The Guard Me gear as a company has been in formation for 2 years now. So I can really start really making it happen. Shout out to my cousin JR for helping me understand bank talk. Young people, you want to learn bank talk for real. Just giving it to y'all straight. Talking about trust. That's how business is all about. Do you trust the people that you're doing business with? So when you're doing stuff, you have to find like-minded people to be in business with for sure, because you all have to promote that product and that brand, and you have to be ready to pivot. I stay ready to pivot. Like, I'll do it by myself. I have a do it by myself mentality, and that keeps the people away from me. That people who are lazy away from me. So in this tell all, I'm just letting y'all know right now that I don't tolerate or abide lazy people. Like, I have to get away from them. It's never going to be comfortable for me. And I'm saying it to I'm because I learned myself. I'm learning myself on my coaching program. You're going to learn yourself. I'm gonna make sure you have the opt-in link. You can join right now. Uh, I'm gonna do a really good job of making sure that this is the deal. I want to run my coaching program like I do everything else. So I want to run it 110%. I want to give 100% to my clients. So that's why I'm doing this. I started podcasting to raise awareness to the fact that I'm a goal achievement coach, certified through the PCS. So, I had somebody try to call me out one time. Some insecure, jealous type dude. Um, his girl was on my. She had selected me on the social media platforms, and I reached out to her with the coaching program, and he mistook it for reaching out to her for something else. I guess I don't know. Even though I mentioned the coaching program, but for real, like, he thought I was just trying to find a slick way to get closer to his shorty. It was crazy. So they tried to go in on me or whatever, whatnot. But I had to backtrack on their messages to show them, like, absolutely not. And I'm willing to extend my coaching program to you, since you guys obviously clearly have some trust issues. Which is why trust is a big deal. Tell all, Taibu tonight. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to unload, you want to tell it all? I might do a tell all show for y'all this season. My first season, we'll do a tell all so I can get a point in it. But yeah, when I tell it all, man, I'm just letting y'all know that there's certain things I just don't do. Young people, there should be certain things you just don't do. Love, life, everything in between. I'm packaging up my own stuff, man, because that's the drive that I have in me. I do. Um, to be honest, people tell you that you're for sure to make it if you believe in yourself. No, you're not. No, you're not. Believing that you can do something is different than executing the plan. Believing you can do something is different from executing the plan. All right. Just want to make sure that it's known. This is make sure this is known. I gotta shut this down. I gotta use this 1 second. I gotta look shut my Facebook down. I gotta take a picture of this real quick. 1 second. All right. I can put it back up. Yeah, now services. I need my services to be rendered. Now I can get back on what I was doing. Apologize, y'all, on Facebook. I had to make sure that I documented this because this in and of itself is something that needs to be brought up. When you do business with folks, especially for the first time, you want to inspect what you expect. So that's why it's probably good that I'm doing my own packaging so I can see, make sure everything's everything. But for the most part, being able to multitask is important. So how do you go about doing what you do on a daily basis? Now, when I met Mr. Cooley, real rap, what's going on, DJ? Who knew? Okay. Oh, that's D who knew. What's up, Delonte? Yeah, you can jump in here too, bro. You can jump in here on my live. We talk about trust. I think trust is a big deal. Shout out to Temptation. Shout out to the Tycoon Commission. Shout out to Chris Poop and Ty and all them over there, man. Good guys that I know. If y'all saw my post, I was at Temptations last night, just enjoying the vibes, talking to a few folks at the bar, just a few folks at the bar about my upcoming podcast event. But you know, respect due. Love those guys. But yeah, but tonight, Delonte, I'm talking about trust and relationships, man. We want to make sure that we're giving folks a fair shake. But you know, trust is important. You know, trust is a very important situation. You know, because I mean, really, uh, I've been shown a lot of reels about like folks grabbing phones and phone swapping and stuff like that. And you know, understand me. Uh, until I moved to Texas, I never really knew that it was such a big deal, checking phones and stuff like that. You know, like down here in Texas, it's a thing. You know, what you're doing with your phone is a thing for men and women. That phone. Come on, somebody, that phone can be the reason. All right, and I don't want it to be. Uh, if you can acquire and find love, it's a beautiful thing. So you know, I want to go through this trust conversation for my first real live man kickoff podcast. I said on a couple different podcasts and lives, I'm gonna touch on how unfair policing affects our families and our communities. It just needs to be discussed. I'm not going to shy away from our responsibility as influencer to discuss topics that affect us in our communities. So I will touch on that. But in touching on that, it's about trust, right? Because do we trust our law enforcement? We trust them to do the right thing. We trust them with our kids. We trust them with our loved ones. Can we trust them? And if not, how do we establish that trust? Because they're going to be there and we're going to be here. So how do we establish that trust? Tight, we telling it all, man. Never going to shy away from it. If you didn't see my post that I made about, you know, that shows all my books. Not really all my books, my last 5 books. It's my last 5 books. 3 on social justice and 2 on coaching. That's what I'm doing now, coaching and speaking. So this is the part where I invite all of you, if you're a small business owner and you want to be a sponsor of the show and have your name in the credits on my page to build up, you know, interest for your business. If you're a small business owner, you want to come to my live podcast and have a short interview. If you're an artist up and coming and you want a spot on my podcast to do some work to get some publicity for what you're doing, I'm all about that. I'm a shooting star. I'm going straight to the top with this. You know, that's why I'm going to make sure I autograph. When folks pay that premium autograph price, I'm going to autograph and take my time with them, get pictures with them, because These shirts, these original shirts, and this live right here, they're going to be worth a lot of money this time next year for the folks that hold on to them and keep them. I would say, get an autograph, put right back in the bag. That's how, because man, hey, yes, folks didn't know. I was like, yeah, the podcast, yeah, I got a podcast, live podcast, yeah. What do you do with that? And don't forget, Love Live and everything in between is the first podcast where you, the live audience, are the content. So where folks is going in malls and talking to people or whatever the case may be and stopping them or whatever, yeah, I don't got time for that. I'm in the mall, I'm shopping too. I'm shop. I want to get me something. So y'all safe for me in the malls. Uh, but when you come to my live podcast, I will put that mic in your face. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a special night, man. It's a special night. The night before game time, where all my athletes at? Where all my athletes at? Athletes in the house. Go ahead and put a tap it tap the like button if you're an athlete. The comment. For all my athletes out there, for the big game, for the big game, it was like that night before. But you was thinking about all the things that you wanted to do in the game, you know, sticking to the script, making the play, making the big play. I already made the big play, everybody. I opened the platform up for you. I already made the big play. The platform is open. If you're single, you can come and find the man or woman of your dreams. If you're a couple, you can come and we can talk about something that you're going through and get the live audience involved. You know what I'm saying? The strength in numbers. Um, if you have a beautiful thing, you can come and express that to people whose thing might not be so beautiful, and they might receive elevation based off my interview with you. So it's a great space. The blame game is always going to have a winner. I have some kind of gift card or something like that this time for the blame game winners, or whatever the case may be. But I think I'm going to do like the end of the year drawing. You know, when I first did my first motivational speaking event here in Dallas, I had $1,000 giveaway for the person that could push the most social media content to my page. I might do that again, but yeah, if you come and you win the good blame game, I gotta have something for y'all at the season end. I make a tournament, a blame game tournament. Bring back the winners of the blame game. Yeah, that's how I'll do. I'm gonna do a blame game tournament to bring back the winners. If you won during the year in the blame game, I'm gonna try to bring you back for a special opportunity to win some good money and just have a good opportunity, man. Just to continue to vibe it out. You know, how many t-shirts does the guy have? I got t-shirts. He's still doing t-shirts. Yeah. Uh, I have an admission to make. I'm saying hi to y'all over here. Appreciate y'all for joining me over here on TikTok, man. I appreciate y'all. I couldn't get y'all the highs in here. I'm gonna go ahead and tap these highs now. I'm not gonna not acknowledge y'all. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Taibu Muad'Dib, win with Taibu. You want to win strategy? That's what it is. Get the book. I'm gonna tell you how powerful the book is. I was reading the winning strategies for somebody, and that person told me I wasn't living what I wrote in the book. Like Drake said, "Ooh, I needed that." Because I put it out there. So when you're at a point where you're touching greatness, and you have to literally lab your own material, that's when you know you're going somewhere. That's when you know you're going somewhere. So I have to research my own material. That's why I had to go ahead and buy my books so I can make sure that I'm living the lifestyle that I sing about in my song. So shout out to the people that keep me and hold me accountable in my everyday life. So I have an admission to make. I want to talk to y'all about anger and how anger is like my Achilles heel. Anger is my test. I don't overlust. I'm not addicted to drugs, alcohol, or nothing like that. But anger, I have an addiction to being aggressive. As a anger has been my default defense mechanism. For some of you, it's drinking. For some of you, it's depression. For some of you, it's all kind of things. But for me, it's anger. Like when I feel powerless, I get angry, and I feel powerful. It's a crazy thing. But I had an epiphany. I want y'all to know I had an epiphany the other day about how anger, how the evil one. I'm a Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian. And how the evil one has been trying to steal, kill, and destroy my life and my blessing and my purpose and my reach. You know, I can't help anybody being angry. And there's a Bible verse that says, what can a man add to his stature by worrying? I don't know. I just thank God, because I've been praying a lot more, and I thank my mom for that too. Just, and because in her passing, one of the items that was left to me was her Bible, and yeah. So in prayer, study, it came to me a ton of bricks like hit me. How much I'm angry, how little it takes for me to just get to that point. Not off of steroids or nothing like that, but just how quick I am to get aggressive with folks. My 12-year-old, I told him to do something. He rolled his eyes. I eased up on him. You know what I'm saying? He 12, ease cold clean up on him. What's going on, Big C?
About to get up out of here. What to say? Love, lies, and everything in between.
Big C, everybody, man. Big Corey Hubbard over here, man.
What, you got me on live or something?
Nah, I'm on live. I'm just talking.
That's what I'm saying. You on live?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube.
I could have been saying some illegal stuff, man. Like, we need to go get them out.
I got some friends, man. I tell you, man. I was just talking about you, bro. I was just thinking everybody that holds me accountable and keeps me in check. This Big C Hubbard, man, over here, man. As we doing, he gonna be in the house. He's still my first.
I'm be there. I'm riding a slingshot up there.
Yeah. So come on out, man, and kick with the bosses. Yeah, you already know. But let me ask you a question real quick. So the topic is about trust.
Mm-hmm. Trust is earned, not given.
Okay. So the scenario, because I had one last time. This scenario is you walk into the room. You walk into whatever room, I don't care what it is. You walk into the room, and your significant other who had been on the phone, you can hear him through the door, obviously, having a good time, chopping it up real good, having a good time. You walk into the room and they hang it real fast.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, this is my theory on that, right? I don't check phones. I don't, I don't do all that jealousy stuff. If I'm not happy, I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't left, I'm obviously happy. So, if it ain't something that's just in my face, what I'm saying? I don't go looking for it. That's just how I am, because I don't need a reason to break up with you. Most people do all that stuff, checking their phones and doing all that, looking for a reason to leave. You unhappy, just leave.
So would that be the catalyst to you leaving? Is your significant other hang up the phone real quick when you come in the room?
Not saying it'd be the catalyst, but here's the thing: before the significant other starts cheating, it's always signs. So if you pay attention to the signs, you'll know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can't just look at it because it could be just a coincidence. There's been times where I just been on the phone and I just so happen to be hanging up. I wasn't doing anything sneaky, but when somebody doing something sneaky, it's always signs ahead of time. Just real talk. You pay attention. If you know the person that you with, you're gonna know when they acting different, when they moving different.
So you're saying that a person that reacted to that particular scenario that I just gave you, if they react in a suspicious manner in your mind, like you start being suspicious, it wasn't just that one act.
Yeah, got to be. Okay. Now you can take note of it, remember it, and pay attention more. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But that one thing, just because you hung up the phone when I walked in. Like
so you wouldn't
me? I don't even check phones. Like
I'm saying so you would just go up to your significant other. You would just hug. You would act like it never even happened. You would just continue.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it. That's just me. That's just how I move.
Okay, yeah. No. I mean, I'm just saying.
look, I've been in relationships where I've been cheated on. I've been in relationships where I done did cheating.
Okay.
A lot of them,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
I've been in relationships where I done got cheated on and I left. I've been in a relationship where I got cheated on and I stayed because the cheating was because of my actions and my lack of attention and all that. And I really want to try to make it work. But you know, I just look at stuff differently. You know, I just look at stuff differently.
Corey Hubbard, man, right here, man. I'm telling you right now. So you're happy in your relationship right now? You say?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, man, like right now in this relationship I'm in, the most happy homeowner relationship I ever been in. Like, cause me, one thing about me, I don't do no arguing. I ain't nag. I don't want to be nag.
None of
I don't
that.
handle business.
All right, ladies, y'all listen to him now.
I'm not one of those 50-50 people. You know, I pay all the bills. You know what I'm saying, I take out on dates. You know. So if she were to cheat, you know, that's her loss.
Setting the bar pretty high there, fellas. I didn't mean for him to say that, y'all.
What?
If some of you guys living off your woman right now, you're just
man. I used to do that, man. I had some times where I wasn't that tip top, and I had to get a woman that could help me to the next plateau.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I've been in that step, but I still participated. But what it was,
okay. So if
what it was with me at that time, man, I was paying a gang of child support, man. I paid child support for 17 and a half years, right?
Oh, okay.
I had 2 kids, right, but I never missed a payment. Like, I started out in 2003.
Okay.
Paying $1,200 a month. Starting out. That's how I started.
Oh,
and it went up a little bit throughout the years, but I never missed a payment. When my son, he was 4 at the time, right? When he turned 18, it dropped off once he had graduated. Same with my daughter. I didn't quit my job just because I was paying child support. I just figured out how to make more money.
Yeah.
If I had to be a little gigolo in the process, I ain't so big.
Look, the podcast is called Podcaster Tells All. I know one of my special guests was gonna come here and tell it all.
I used to do a podcast for 6 years, so I'm used to talking to people.
So look him up, Corey Hubbard.
No, I don't do it no more. You ain't gotta look me up. I'm good.
Oh.
I sell cars like him.
Oh, okay. Well, look him up if you need a nicer, newer vehicle. We over here, man, at 1251 East Airport Freeway. You had your pick of some really great guys.
I'm gonna be there tomorrow. So when he gets to talking all that this and that rah stuff, I'm gonna take up for y'all. You know, I know how y'all feeling. I got you.
Hey, man, look, I appreciate you, man. You're a real dude, man. Shout out to Oak Cliff, man. Tell me where you're from. Give some shout outs, man.
Oak Cliff, Texas, man. Born and raised, bro. Born and raised, man. That was born, man. I ain't never lived in another state.
That's saying a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I love it here, man.
Yeah,
I got a lot of family from Cali, and they come down here and visit, and it's like nothing they seen that it's so many of us that basically we can get along, because when it's black areas out where they from, it's about a static and stuff. It's like that here, but you got to be around the right crowd.
Nah. I was just watching a podcast where a dude from Florida, he said it. He said if he lived in any other state, it would be Texas because it's open carry here. So he said basically.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe in
Well, his whole point was fools got to act right because otherwise.
Everybody got a gun. Everybody got a gun. You know, that, like you really living in Texas, you just gotta assume that because 9 times out of 10. Yeah. But like,
ain't no road rage
you
out here without
people
direct
that get a gun, and all of a sudden that's their carriage. You know, and you got some people like me that's been having guns since I was 13, 14 coming up, so it's just normal. It's like part of the outfit. Yeah, you don't want to pull that pistol out. You don't got no gun range. You never pull a pistol out on nobody unless you really in the danger.
Put them down.
Yep. You don't pull a pistol out to stop an argument or to scare somebody off. No, you never do that. That's the first thing I was taught.
Nah. If you pull it out, you gotta get ready to put them down for sure. Yeah, my man. Yeah, it's Saturday night. I want y'all to enjoy yourself, man. I don't care how messed up you get tonight, as long as you shake it off by 4 p.m. tomorrow. Margarita Express, 6401 Cooper Street, Arlington. Stand up, Agtown. We're gonna get it done for you, babe. We're gonna make it pop. Man, I appreciate you, man. I ain't want to hold you up, man.
No, it's
green
good,
jacket.
I might.
Okay, when you get to the crib and shower shade, let me know. That because I'm.
What time they close tonight?
Hopefully 2. I mean,
I might.
Yeah. That might be the move. All right, y'all. So you said, like I'm telling you, we just to tell all, man. It's quitting time. I got a few more shirts to bag up. Win with Taibu, man. Yeah, like I would. And it's interesting. it's gonna be some different opinions. Cause I know for a fact he the first person I talked to that said, hey, I ain't going to trip because if I even think that, because I pay all the bills. Happy trails to you. So you ladies better know it. That sneaky linking ain't happening with my man because he said if he get a gander, she gonna find out firsthand the grass is greener or not. Because she gonna be have her couch outside and she gonna be calling Simone. You better call Simone. That's gonna be look. I'm gonna do a remix I've called Tyrone called Call Simone for the fellas. I'm gonna put that on the mixtape. And if you rap and you want to get on that mixtape, that we're gonna make a mega mix, a G mix. Come on, call Simone. Y'all heard it here first. We're gonna do that. I gotta tell Eric about doing them people and make sure I don't get plagiarized. Just enough in that. Call Simone. Call her. Tell her to come get your stuff. If you cheating, I pay all the bills. Well, yeah, man, we shutting down, man, for the night. But this is the summer of savings. We have lending specialists on here. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We have lending specialists over here, man. If you have issues being upside down in your trade, if you don't think your credit's all that good, you have a hard time getting the money to put down for a vehicle, you definitely want to come through and talk to myself or Mr. Hubbard, because we're going to usher you into the office with the lending specialist for about 15, 20 minutes, and we're going to figure out what's going on. What's going on, family? There it is. What I'm talking about. You already know the vibes. Tomorrow, my man P Skills going. You know when P Skills is getting involved in anything, it's going to be live. It's going to be lit. My first classic I ever went to in my life was here in Texas, and watched the Battle of the Band and stuff like that. But 97.9 was there, and I remember P Skills. I was trying to look to see who it was because he had the mic, he doing his thing, and P Skills was going off. So when I met him, I actually met him in Jamie's nightclub. Shout out to Jamie's nightclub. I was doing security at Jamie's nightclub, and so when I met him, I was kicking it, and I eased up on him because, like I said last night, I always had a business card. Show my business card, told him I do podcasting, told him I do online coaching and training, and told him I would link up with him at some point, for a podcast. So some of you influencers here, let's link up and collab. Come on and jump on this, and we will travel. I'll be in Springfield, Ohio, the last weekend of June. Springfield, Ohio at B's Corners. All right. My man Big C's doing this thing. We're going to bring the live podcast there. We're going to party there. We're going to do it big. All right. So it's going to be big because if you know anything about me and my twin, it's crazy. When we get together, it's crazy. So if you anywhere in Ohio, period, you have to be at B's Corners the last weekend of June to check out the live podcast and party. Love, live, and everything in between. It's a big deal. Follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need 1,000 followers this month. I can't even hit the summer without having 1,000 of y'all over there on that page so I can start getting paid to bring y'all the best relationship podcast experience ever. Live. Let's go. Type Moody, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. Peace. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. I did that. Bam, bam, bam. You already know what it is. I give y'all a little bit extra, man. Love, lives, everything in between. Come on out, man. Get your t-shirts, man. I'm an autograph from y'all gonna be like, man, I'm telling you, these t-shirts probably be worth dang near, 5 figures. 5 figures next year. I'm telling you, that's how big this thing's about to get, how it's about to blow. But still, moving forward, I want to talk about how my anger was threatening to just take everything from me. So how I had to have a winning strategy to overcome that and to continue to work on myself. How important trust is in relationships. You got to have trust if you want to have peace in your relationship. My man just broke it down. Like it's just like he just trusts because if he wants to step, he gonna step. So it's like almost trust is almost given based off what he's giving. And if you don't appreciate it, kind of like that trust goes away quickly. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your opinion. Get in my DM, inbox me, DM me, call or text the Hospitality Hotline, 682-514-5955. Let's go.